Alright, y'all. What's going on? Alright, so I don't normally use my channel for this, but what is happening right now is absolute insanity. And I listened to a video yesterday, and it reminded me, he made a really good point. And the person said, as a Christian, you are also a watchman. And I have not done like one of these videos in a long time because I thought, oh, well, you know, God didn't call me to be a watchman. That's what I thought first. But then I realized, if you're a Christian, you're a watchman. And I am a Christian. Jesus Christ died for my sins. He died for all of our sins. I'm his child. I was baptized when I was like 10 years old. And yeah, am I not perfect? Do I make mistakes like everyone else? I do. But I do my very best to try to be light unto others and be the best Christian man and brother that I can be. And this is crazy. I never thought that as a 25-year-old that this is the world that I would grow up in. And I'm sorry, it is so crazy to this point that it has to be addressed. And some of y'all probably saw my post about America's lost it. What have we become? Because that's the question. What have we become? I'll tell you what we've become. We've become a sick, rotten, evil, sinful nation under somebody who literally, now he might be bluffing because he's gone back on it many times, but might literally wipe out an entire civilization. But you know what the interesting part is? Iran doesn't even care, because he has gone back on it many times, and he's like, they're like joking and saying like, oh, you know, that might be too early or it might be too late. Like, can we do it like 8 o'clock our time or something like that? Because they're ready. They're ready to slaughter us. He can send in as many ground troops or anything as he can, and we're just going to get slaughtered. Because Iran thinks we're a joke, and we are. We really are. And you know, I might lose some followers I might lose some people, but I don't really care. You know, it is what it is. This has to be addressed, all right? It just does. I mean, you can't ignore this. You can try to ignore it, but anybody that has a brain, anybody that's woken up, anybody that doesn't watch Fox News knows that this country is done. It's over. Just freaking pack your bags and get out of the country if you can. Like, it's done. It's over. You know? I mean, it's just insanity. But I wanted to harp on the fact that if you're a Christian, yeah, you're a watchman. It is your job, commanded by God in the Bible, to warn people. So this is basically what that is. And yeah, get ready, get prepared, get whatever you need, because this is crazy. This is, wow. You know, and in my opinion, there are two things that will wake people up: Trump dead, not convicted, not impeached, not in prison, dead, and the money gone. If those two things happen, we are in full-blown chaos, and then I think that will truly be the final nail in America's coffin. But until that happens, nobody will care. You know, nobody will care about any of the problems that we currently have unless those two things happen. Because as long as people stay rich and just do whatever the hell they want and have the ability to do whatever the hell they want, they're not going to care. They're not going to care that we're bombing other countries and we're bombing this and we're bombing that, and we have the worst entity to ever run in office, selected, by the way, and yeah, his death and the money gone. It could be, actually, it really could be either or, but both of those things happen, then it's really over. Then people will wake up like, oh man, Trump's dead, or oh man, the money's gone. You know, now I can't use my 10th credit card to buy whatever I want and be in even more debt, which is honestly a good thing. But regardless, you know, as a Christian and as a watchman, you are commanded to warn. You are commanded, if you see the sword coming, you got to warn people, because otherwise it's their blood on your hands. And it's just so hard to ignore it. It really is. It's like, how can you ignore this? I mean, you can ignore it, but don't think it's going to get any better because you're ignoring it. It's only going to get worse. And April is historically a very violent month, so you got that as well. But things are not going to get better. They're just not. And it just blows my mind that this is the world we're living in now. I honestly, probably because I was a lot younger, by this point, I probably kind of even maybe expected the American dream. Wife and kids and a white picket fence house. White picket fence in a house or something. I don't know. Wasn't this. It was not this. And it's just insane. How insane we've gotten. How, you know, people are no longer courteous and they're rude and all of it. It's wow. We really only do look out for ourselves now. And I see it more and more every day. And I know what you're probably thinking, oh, well, if you're a Christian, you shouldn't judge other people. It's like, some people need to be judged. All right? They do. They really, really do. I mean, God is the ultimate judge, jury, and executioner, but man, I'll put it this way. Trump is not somebody that really I feel like he can be redeemed anymore. I feel like he really has just gone too far. Dumb is a better word. Wow. Just wow. You know, and I know Vance wouldn't be any better, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in the office, because it won't get better. There will still be war. There will still be problems. I mean, you see the gas prices now. You see, it's all happening, and it's just almost impossible to ignore. But somehow people still do. Somehow, you know, I get it. You know, there's some things you can't control, so you get up every day, you go to work, and all that. But if you're doing that, that's great. You know, that's fine. You know, you're. But as a Christian, you have to warn. You are commanded in the Bible to warn. It is your job. It is your duty. Because if you're not doing that, then what's your purpose? You know? I mean, but yeah, I had to get this off my chest. It's just insanity, and it's only going to continue to get more insane. And I will repeat myself again. We will not change for the better at all. We will only change for the worse. And the only way that will happen is either with Trump's death, the money gone, or both. Probably the money gone, honestly. Because there are some people that don't support Trump. They realize what he's doing and everything. The money gone, I mean, that affects everybody. But there are still people that support Trump even after all this, which just blows my mind. And, you know. But yeah. That's it. Just hope y'all have a good day, but I had to get this off my chest. And if I lose followers, I lose people, I get hate comments, what freaking ever. Because this needs to be said. So, hope you have a all good day, and maybe some of you hear this. Share it with people. Get it out.